These are daily market review from Monday, April 7th, 2025. Let's go.
Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well.
This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market review for Monday, April, was it 7th, 2025. Man, on another interesting day in the market. Gotta give a shout out to the Discord room, posting ideas, thoughts, chats. Appreciate all you guys. Love you guys. First, let's get into this. When is the last time you saw VIX in the 60s? Well, it's only happened about, 5 times in the last 25 years. If you would have bought every time the VIX was in the 60s, or you had massive pullbacks, this is the kind of returns you expect 1, 3, and 5 years later. As I've said on record, again, I don't know where the bottom is, but I know I talk to a lot of general investors, not necessarily traders, who are like, what should I do? Telling you buy the freaking dip. Again, if you think Trump is going to cut corporate tax rates to 15%, you think he's going to get rid of capital gains taxes? Do you think he'll level the playing field with tariffs and trade activity? You bet your sweet ass you need to be getting back into the market. Now, again, I don't know the right levels. No one will know because, again, the last sale will always be messy. Is there a recession coming? I don't know. Is the market pricing in? And that's the question you have to ask yourself. A lot of people make a lot of assumptions. I'm here to talk through all the BS and let's get into it. So again, if you're new to the channel, check out the Discord room. Link's description below. If you have any questions, use the Calendly link. Take 30 minutes. Let's chat it up. If you're following on whatever platform, like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Again, posting trades on Twitter. Always have videos every day. Hit the notification bell. I'm dropping education. If you want to donate to the channel, you can hit the thanks button or link description below. Again, I appreciate all love, support. Again, check out tradeagent.com. Tons of great resources. We talked about this. The fear and greed. I can't even remember the last time the fear and greed index was at 4. 4. That's like empty. Like, think of this as like a gas tank. You need to be selling here, buying here. You do it every time, you win over the long run. Why would it be any different now? So just know that is. We know coming up, there's a Fed meeting in May. The odds of a rate cut are increasing somewhere between 30 and 40%. Again, I personally don't know if they will or not. I don't really care. Again, just the idea. We'll keep an eye on it. Bitcoin, this isn't gold. It's not acting like gold. But again, this is the thing. We throw the baby out with the bathwater when they will throw all assets out when markets get liquidated. So, point to being, I still don't trust Bitcoin. I don't know about the future. I'm not going to sit here and speculate it, but I would watch the range lows. You get there, see what happens. Maybe we bounce. I wouldn't be surprised in overnight trading at some point this week we get this level. Then if it bounces, great for the Bitcoiner. If it doesn't, I don't know, could be shit out of luck. We'll see. Again, I personally don't. This is why you don't have opinions. You just trade the probabilities. And this is the thing. I've been telling for weeks, leave it the fuck alone. Now we're here. Watch it. If you want to trade it, go right ahead. Hope it holds. Simple trade. Buy it. Put a stop. Oil. We talked about the 60s being real important. Bow. Big doji today. Keep an eye on it. Natty gas. Pulling back. Thank God. Was looking to buy some. Again, you got to think about it. We got CPI data coming up next week. You don't think inflation data is going to come in weaker next quarter or next month when they report it? Yeah. Here we go. Dollar. This is why I don't think Trump's going to lose. Somebody knows something. Whether you believe in free trade or not, whether you believe in tariffs or not, I don't give a crap. What we need to look at is, where does capital flow when the economies of the world start crapping out? Does it flow to China? Nope. Does it flow to Europe? Nope. Where does it flow? United States. Seeing the dollar act really strong gives me hope. Again, okay, this is what, again, I don't know what ultimately happens, but people are not giving up on the dollar. That's the thing. And then you see China down 14% today. Say you're up 6, 7%. What does the S&P 500 do? It finishes flat. What is happening when capital's selling out of all these other markets? Where is it going? Who are they betting on? You better pay attention to the action, because my opinion, whether you like Trump or not, doesn't matter. Where does the money flow? Back to the United States. Leave a comment below if you remember, you're familiar with this. Dollar, watching it. Bonds, look at today. Looks like China's selling off their treasuries. Good luck. We'll see. I mean, what if Trump asked the Feds to start buying them? I don't fucking know. This is where it's hard. We thought it was looking strong. I personally don't have any positions in bonds, but again, keep an eye on this stuff. I mean, this is a weird trade. I don't even know the trend line here. I mean, this is just wide and loose. And this is what happens when you get higher volatility. Again, the VIX in the 60s. Are ya freaking kid? Can you dig it? Look at this. That was the Japan thing. That was like a one-day thing. I don't know. That was weird. But look at this. 2020. Right? 2008. You see? See where we're at? Not many times. If you would have bought when the VIX is in the 60s, you're going to do pretty damn well. That's all I can say. The VIX. And a lot of people want to overthink it. Nice pop here. Interesting action today. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I personally think the volatility index will probably come in. If it pops one more time, it's going to be a gift. I don't think you'll get, again, whether you're recession or not, I think the worst, unless World War III breaks out, but even then, war is bullish. I think that's the hardest part, because then you go into ultimate manufacturer mode. So keep an eye on it. Be safe. Be thoughtful. SPY, we talked about this oversold. Look at this candle today. Look at this volume down here. Are you freaking kidding? I mean, you zoom out, you're like, this is what's so hard about when the VIX is at high levels. Like, there's no technicals on it. It's just pure, utter destruction. How low does it go? I don't know. But when you know the VIX is there, it's going to rally at some point. Because remember, higher volatility index means direction of big moves either way. This is a huge move, guys. 570, I don't know, 580 down to 480. Are you freaking kidding? In 3 days? Is it pricing in all the worst? We'll see. QQQ was actually up today. You're welcome. Talked about this. Blowing out the range lows. Coming back with volume. Hello. Hello, my darling. Now, again, the next couple days, this is where I think if you're a long-term investor, you're looking for dips. You're picking your names and you're going, all right, I like small caps, mid caps, commodities, anything that builds out the next great economy, industrials. It's because, again, if you're going to build out this high power, I don't know, low carbon footprint future economy, you're going to need industrial revolution. IWM. Again, I love the IWM down here. A lot. This thing has been, I don't know, you can zoom out. It's gone nowhere. Look at this. Since 2018, you bounced at the 170. I can't grab small caps fast enough for long-term investing. Every person who's really, what should I invest in? Small caps, mid caps, small caps, mid caps. Don't go mega tech, mag 7. Fuck no. Trade those names. They're going to be all over the place. Again, some names might be better than others, but no, I'm not going big tech. If you want the real risk reward, it's all in the small and mid caps, in my opinion. Dia, nice. I don't know. Just they all look the same. Who gives a shit? Moving on. Gold. I don't trust gold in the second quarter. Here we go. Silver wasn't confirming it. Now silver's been flat today, but look at this. Double top. Kapow! I don't trust it. Now miners, again, I don't know what they'll do in the near term. Market bouncing, chopping around. Again, this is where if you just think about the idea of digesting, like if you have a crazy great quarter, maybe you digest for a couple weeks, a couple months. I'm not interested in playing any of these. AEM, again, all these names, they look like they're just due to go into the chop cycle. AG, you'd have thought this thing would have been at 10 at some point. Back at the range lows. Now, if it holds the 5 area, that makes sense. Newmont, right? We talked about this 48, 49 area. Pow. Now, again, just let them play out. Again, if you want to trade these, let me know. I can go deeper in them, but I just, no desire. Let them play out. Again, second quarter is not typically, there will be an opportunity, but it isn't the start of second quarter being like, oh, look, it's April 7th. No. You got some bull days coming up in the market. You got a lot of bull days, actually. Go flip into the middle of April, too. April's just typically bullish after a crappy March. It just typically is. It's playing out potentially perfect, but painful. Like that was not easy. Again, I know a lot of people struggled. I mean, I wasn't perfect by any means. Taiwan Semi. Look at these names. Just get absolutely obliterated. Big volume. Long wicks. Double bottoming. Keep an eye on it. Micron. Absolutely annihilated. Goes from 100 down to 68. It's probably due to bounce. AMD. Everybody. All these bull. I can't say it. Thought it was going to go to the 100-day. Again, due to bounce. NVIDIA. Again, the short of 2025. Look at this big candle. Broke the channel, back in it. Keep an eye on it. SMCI. Even this thing was up 10% today. Blowing out the bottoms? We'll see. Intellectual property said this thing is in a big trading range. Couldn't you buy it down here? I think you can. Look at it. Here it is. Set your stop. Easy. AVGO. Broke right? Broke down, but after hours, $10 billion share repurchase. Again, Apple not going to use them, but that could be a little catalyst near term. SMH, right? This thing was what? Flying in the, what, 280s last year? Kapow. Now here we go. Again, a lot of these candles look very capitulatory. Adobe. This is what's so hard. You don't know. You don't know, but this is where, again, if you're thinking the market over time goes higher, you got to be careful. Adobe, man, that one's interesting. I don't know. Apple, they're going to move all their production to freaking India, it looks like. Back at an old trend line after annihilated. Talked about this thing getting crushed up here. You're welcome. 250 down to 176 on the fruit. Amazon. This one's interesting. Wide and loose down here at the old trend line. Again, a lot of these names due to bounce. Meta. Talked about buying Metu the last couple days. Looks pretty good to me. Doji and then closing, making higher highs and lower highs. This is where it gets a little confusing. But look, I mean, use today's range as the high and the low. Bullish over it, bearish below. CRM, again, blown out. Guggenheim, up today, right? Here we go. Breaking out the bottom lows. About to bounce. Keep an eye on it. Microsoft, again, this one, I mean, a lot of these names look the same. Again, I don't really trust some tech. Some of the stuff has been up huge for decades, and I'm not really going to play the game. But I will expect bounces in these things, right? NDAQ, we talked about this thing was toast in time. Even this thing's due to bounce, probably. MicroStrategy, here you go. We said if you can't get over the 330, 340, it's coming back down. I'd be watching real close because, again, I think if Bitcoin crashes at some point in the next couple days, you might have a MicroStrategy trade at 240. Netflix, we talked about the head and shoulders top. Actually pretty damn resilient. Here's your shoulders. Just keep an eye on it. They have earnings coming up real soon. Remember, at the end of the week, you got bank earnings. Roblox, 200-day, seems to be holding. Pan W. Man, look at today's range, right? Oh, here you go. If you want to buy the pan, time to buy the pan. Again, I like cybersecurity names. Very simple area here. If you want to buy Tesla, here you go. Retesting the range lows. A gift. Look at the volume down here. Something is going on here. Again, easy. If you bought TSLA at 6 and change, good, nice freaking work, man. Nice work. Again, market looks, again, capitulatory. What do you expect when the VIX hits 60? Palantir. Opens low, closes high. Insight. The stock should be getting crushed. Nope. Doji. Holding range lows. HIMS. Even this crap HIMS. Right? Opens low, looks pretty good. BABA getting destroyed with China, right? We talked about the 130 area having to hold. Man, did it gap fill? Did it fill the gap? I'd be watching this, I don't know, mid-90s. McDonald's, nowhere today, just chopping around. Held the 200-day. Starbucks, man, wanted to short this at 118. Look at this thing. I mean, again, I'm not going long here, but you kind of could. Look what happened here. You filled the gap from when they announced stealing Chipotle's CEO. What a gift. If you want, I mean, you could go long that. Airbnb, I've just been blasted. I don't know. Some of these names I don't really care about. Coin, just watch, see if there's anything. Here we go. Retesting a range low. It did break trend, though, so be careful. DKNG said many times this thing's been slaughtered due to bounce. There you go. Costco, all over the place. Look at this. All right, well, you held. Man, this is what makes it so hard. FedEx should have been down, what, 30 or 40 points today? No. Down a few points. Look at the wick. I'm telling you, some of this stuff looks capitulatory. XLF, right? You think with financials getting crushed today? Holding up pretty well. Going into earnings coming up. Hood, right? Chopping around. Look at this. Made a new low. Bounce back. This is what's hard about the high VIX in the 60s. Bouncing around. JP Mo, same kind of thing. Yeah. They got, I mean, again, JP Morgan at the end of the week, Morgan Stanley, both have earnings. These things have been annihilated near term. Bank of America, same thing. Let's see what happens. Goldman Sachs, right? KRE was up a penny today. Ooh, a wee penny. I think you can play the small banks. Looks pretty good. Keep an eye on that. XBI, we talked about these names looking rather interesting down here. I don't know. This one's tough. Jets. Benny and the Jets. I don't know. This one's coming back to 16. A lot of these names don't really have a care in the world, just watching. XHB. Look at the housing index. You think with the rates going higher, this thing should have gotten crushed. Is that a doji? You bet your sweet ass it is. Keep an eye on that. Look at some of these commodity names, right? These things have been absolutely devastated. Dow. I mean, that's the blow off. I mean, all this stuff, great, but this is the look at the volume. Yeah, pukish, right? Keep an eye on that one. That one looks real good. See if you get any follow through. CE, this one's come right back down. Not as much volume, so I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. Caterpillar, we talked about this one breaking. Here you, or like it had a hold 230s, or not 330s. Sorry. I'm gonna zoom out. I don't know if there's anything really here. We got this old zone here, but again, I mean, they're all. I mean, the stock goes from 420, 410, for whatever, down to 270. Think it's gonna go down a straight? No, deer, not gonna go down a straight line, right? 200-day, that could be a good bounce spot. Put deer on your radar. Down 100 points real quick. Nucor, we like Nucor down here. Check the volume. Not amazing by any means, but it's a rolling. I mean, is this the last move? Keep an eye on it, right? X marks the spot. Look at this one, holding up real well today. IIN, right? Another one. Watching these ranges at 23. VALE, we talked about the 200-day, had to break out to break. All right, now you pull back. You've been asking for gifts. There it is. Boom. Arrow, another one that I like down here a lot. Big volume, broke. I mean, this is the straight line move capitulatory. Keep an eye on it. FQVLF. Look at that. Bounces or comes right back to the 10s. Yeah, play the range. SCCO, look at these copper names, right? Starting to get real big gapish capitulatory. Today they were all up. FCX up 4% today. Gotta like it. URNJ, this one right at the trend line with a doji. Again, these things have been obliterated. CCJ, here you go. Right, look right back at the 36 level. Gift, CF. We thought we missed it. Here you go. Right back at the range lows. Mosaic, these are all gifts. Do you get my point? Range lows. Can you see my point? SQM. Come on down. Not NTR. We like these names. Remember, I like commodities. So just can be cognizant. AA, gotta love aluminum. Look at this. We got down here. Remember at 48, I'm like, dude, it'd be a gift to get down here. Oh, but now it's not a gift? No, it's a fucking gift. Kalu, here you go. Another one, right? Just got blasted. MP, holding up pretty damn well, actually. Watch 100-day. Cliff is another one we talked about. Look at this blowout. Are you seeing what I'm seeing here? Hopefully you are. Flex LNG. Sorry, TAN. This is what gets interesting. Blow off. Sedge. I don't know if these are done. I mean, I don't know. I don't really trust these. I don't even know why I'm talking about ENPH. I guess you could trade it here. First Solar, this is where it gets interesting, right? We like it here. It's trying to peek its head up. HYG, here you go. We talked about corporate debt. You got to be high to your mind to buy it up there. Well, guess what? Now you're back at some areas that make sense. Keep an eye on it. Last but not least, all the oil names, right? I told you guys to be careful with oil. Wait for pullbacks, and now you're getting it. UNG. Come on, KOLD. I want to see a little higher. I don't know if we'll get it there. Again, I'd like to see the KOLD up near 30. I don't know if we'll get that, but that would be a gift. That would be a gift. XOP said, watch this son of a biscuit. Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it real good. Right? Here's the range lows. Look at the blowout. Man, that feels like a bottom. Just does. If you want to buy Gush in the 15, 16, even 17 range, it makes sense. Look at this. Oh, you got to be kidding. MPC, here's another one, right? We talked about the gasoline names. 2-day ranges. Valero, closed up today. Keep an eye on it. ExxonMobil, this thing had been holding up really damn well and then slam right back down. Okay, we'll see what happens here. BP, oh, your gift. Look at this. Look at these things, dude. Oxy, are you kidding? You think Buffett ain't pulling the trigger down here? Look at these straight line. This is the capitulatory action I've been waiting for fucking years. If you've been following the channel, this is what we've been talking about. VIX 60, blowout, commodities smashed, everybody giving up. Ring, 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 there's your bell to buy. Ding, a ding, 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 ding. Now again, is it going to be perfect? Do you know the exact spots? No. We just have to see them when they're there. And we're there, in my opinion. Apache, Lyondell Base, a lot of these names, all just absolutely obliterated. CVE, again, I thought 13 or 14 was... No, this is what high VIX does. Pukage. EQT holding up pretty damn well, actually. Last but not least, Flex LNG. Does this make sense? I think we'll be natural gas exporters. And again, if you're reading what Trump is negotiating with Europe, he wants to be the provider of gas and oil to Europe. Oh, okay. Sounds good to me. Especially if you want to export that natural gas. I hope this makes sense. I've been pounding the table saying, wait for commodities. It seems like for years. Leave a comment below if you know what I'm talking about. I've been saying this for a while. Like the commodity names at some point would get obliterated and we would get a VIX spike. I don't know how long I've been talking about it, but here it is. And now trying to convince people to buy, they're like, well, I don't know. I'm going to wait for next week, or I'm going to wait for this. And I was like, what are you doing? You don't need to be perfect. What if there's a recession? You don't think these names have priced in a recession? Holy shit. Some of them are off 60, 70, 80%. And then been channeling for years. Yeah, it's priced in, Captain. All right, if you have any questions, now again, please don't hesitate to reach out. I appreciate all the love, support, generous donations. If you'd like to donate, you know how to do it. If you have any thoughts about real estate, again, this is where it gets real fun and real interesting. Again, I think the markets, if Trump gets what he wants, whether you like him or not, I don't care. I don't really care about the guy personally. I think just, again, he's like the boss of the country. I just want him to do well, just like you want Biden to do well. You want everyone to do well. That's best for the United States. Then let's see what happens here. All right. Have a wonderful evening. Talk to you guys and gals another time, especially soon. Peace.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.